The Supreme Court handed conservatives a huge victory today. In a landmark 6-3 ruling, they upheld the Tennessee law banning gender-affirming care for children. So that law banned hormone blockers and sex change surgery for all kids, regardless of parental consent. The fight over allowing kids to change their genders is just one part of the ongoing war inside the LGBTQ community. They say the movement has just gone too far, not only on transgender issues, but with Pride Month, too. My next guest, Jillian Michaels, wrote a thought-provoking op-ed on why she feels Pride Month, in her words, has been hijacked. Why I, a gay woman, can't celebrate Pride Month now that it's been hijacked by leather daddies, drag shows, and corporate stunts. She goes on to say, being gay isn't a merit badge. It's a fact of my existence. And that's why I've always had a complicated relationship with Pride Month. Host of Keeping It Real, Jillian Michaels, with us now. Good to see you. Thank you. So, is this a new thing? Or is this because you've sort of become more conservative in the past couple of years? Now you have a pride issue with Pride Month? Or is it that the LGBTQ community has left you?
Not a new thing, and all of the above. So, for example, I do believe that I am proud of my accomplishments. I'm not inherently proud of what I am without choice and didn't work to accomplish. With that said, I understand how Pride Month came about. And if we're looking back decades, I'm sure people watching the show remember Stonewall, they remember AIDS. It was meant to commemorate the people that we lost to brutality, disease, who were silenced, who were invisible, and you fought for rights to marry, to adopt kids, to work as a gay person in the public eye. We all remember when Ellen was canceled and shunned because she came out of the closet on her big hit primetime sitcom. But those days have come and they are gone. And we are allowed to run for office, hold positions in office, marry, adopt kids, all of those things. And from there, you see where we have come. Sex changes for kids was not a conservative position. In other words, not wanting them was not a conservative position. It was a common sense position because it is extremely harmful for the vast majority of most children. And we can litigate that if you'd like to. But Pride was not about exhibitionism and corporate profit. It was about everything I just referenced. So that's where I think this has just gone far too far.
Yeah, there's this idea, right, that if you don't like guys and assless chaps, drag queens, hormone blockers for 9-year-olds, somehow you're a bigot, which has been said to me before. And I think that I would like to be able to celebrate your marriage and be happy for you, and if necessary, fight for gay people's right to marry and to adopt and do all the things you said, but not want, if I had a 10-year-old daughter, for her to share a bathroom with a man or play with boys on her sports teams. That seems to not be contrarian to conservative values anymore, but contrarian to being accepted by the gay community now.
But we've crossed the line from personal liberties and personal freedoms of, hey, you know, love is love. Live your life the way you'd like to. To, listen, if you're a biological girl, you're going to have to deal with probably not taking the podium again because a biological male who identifies as a female is going to kick your ass when you get to an elite level of sports. Like, this is a whole different beast. It's one thing to demand gay people live with dignity and freedom of choice. It's something else entirely when you undercut the rights of others based on pride. It's outrageous. And we could look at each one of these issues individually, but I don't care if you're dealing with straight people putting on a sex show in the middle of the street in broad daylight. It's indecent exposure.
Yeah, so why
it used to be illegal. I'm not quite sure what happened.
How did it get, and I think that's a great point, that for so long the gay community fought for equal rights, right? But now, and I think that you made this point really well, that the gay community wants special rights, right? That you can have a sex show and indecently expose yourself and wear chaps that don't cover parts of your body that should be covered for anybody, and somehow it's okay because it's Pride.
To be honest with you, Leland, I really don't know how we got here.
Okay.
And that's part of the reason that I'm speaking out, because I don't think that it begets inclusion and acceptance. I think that it's divisive. I think that we're taking people like yourself who fought alongside of us, and then we're excluding you, and we're shaming you, and it's completely counterintuitive, and it breeds resentment, as it should.
Now, I got to get you on this. We're going to play this. It happened this morning, I believe, in the Oregon State House Legislature. Take a listen. If you're wondering what that is, it was a black drag queen show. At some point, do you worry that the advancements that the gay community made, hard-fought advancements for acceptance, because of overreach, are going to, I don't want to say about rolled back, but that somehow being bigoted again is going to be acceptable?
Without question. And I think it's begetting what some are now calling the alt-right, where we've repressed people from speaking common sense, and now it's like, you know what, I'm going to say anything and everything I want. You're seeing it with race. I mean, Adam Carolla very appropriately said, if you keep alienating and demonizing white men, you're going to create a group of racists if you continue to do this. If you continue to exclude and shame straight people and leave them out of your acronym that seems to include every orientation and identity under the sun but straight people, which is so bizarre, you're going to create a group of straight people that no longer like gay people and are not going to be there to advocate for you when it matters.
Jillian, we got to run,
honestly,
but thank you very much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.